Hey everybody, this is Rydo, and we are back to another episode of Deus Ex Human Revolution Director's Cut. Let's continue. So, what I was thinking is we could try to hack all of these people. And I think a lot of these people are, their offices are uh, locked permanently because the people in them were killed in the fight, in the first attack. Uh, maybe, maybe not. So we could sit here and try and hack all those things. But I think it might just be better. As long as we know, it might just be better to come back after we've spent some praxis points. Right now, I don't think we have any. Or we might. Actually, we do. And the first thing we've got to get, though, is actually just this. And then I think I will get this, and then I will get this. Uh, and hopefully I can get those pretty fast because we are just full of items. Full of items we need to sell. We're going to take the Typhoon to the quote-unquote tech lab here. Let's talk to this guy, Pritchard. Pritchard is a pretty silly name. Pritchard, it sounds like a combination of Richard, which is shortened to Dick, and Prick, which is another form for Dick, and he is a big dick. So I think somebody thought they were being smart by mixing that together and not having people realize that. We'll go through the arc. Let's talk to this guy.
Well, if it isn't Mahatma Gandhi himself, come to honor us all with his life-preserving presence. If this is about the Typhoon, I'll get to it in a minute.
Now, Pritchard. I didn't risk my neck to have you lose it in a pile of CPUs and scuzzy adapters.
Well, look at you, using the big words. Don't think just because you hacked through the plant security system so fast that you're an expert on everything computer. There's a reason I can't examine the Typhoon yet.
Do tell.
For your information, I am running a diagnostic sweep on our network and router security to find out how Sanders' hacker got a hold of our codes.
I'd have thought the first question to ask is, whose codes were they? Unless you already know.
Stick to kicking down doors and shooting people, Jensen, and stop trying to do my job. I guarantee you we'll get along better that way. Just leave, Jensen. I'm very busy.
Okay. So now we'll just take the elevator up and talk to Mr. Seraph himself. This is a nice elevator. I don't think you'd spend the money to make a glass elevator if it wasn't on the side of a building, and so it doesn't make a lot of sense that the private elevator that goes into his office.
I'm telling you, Hugh, he might not have put the gun in Sanders' hand, but it was Taggart's speech to the UN that started all this.
William Taggart is nothing if not a shrewd political operator. You know that, David.
So for the sake of appearances, I have to look him in the eye and let him bullshit me?
With a smile. Always with a smile. We'll talk later.
Notice that picture in the background.
Yeah, how you feeling?
I've had better days.
Well, when we're done here, check him with Dr. Markovic at the limb clinic downtown. Get her to get a checkup.
If you insist. Listen, about Sanders?
Yeah, about Sanders. What the hell were you thinking? Letting him slip away like that? I sent you in there to take care of things.
Should we gamble redirect or take charge. It's a gamble.
I'm hoping it'll pay off for us later. Sanders was furious when he found out his hacker was augmented. He's not gonna rest till he finds out who set him up.
Oh, and you're naive enough to think he'll share the information when he gets it. I thought you were ready for this, Adam.
I am. Today's attack was just a shell game being run by somebody else. I intend to find out who and why, so that it never happens to anybody again.
Good, because so do I. That hacker in Sanders' group, you're sure he was augmented?
I pulled his cables out myself.
Yeah, well, the police are saying he's not, and they're refusing to let me see the body, no matter how much money I threaten to pull from their retirement fund.
Maybe someone is offering more.
Maybe someone else is offering more. So what do you want me to do, boss?
We have to get a look at the corpse. You've still got friends on the force. You think one of them will let you into the morgue?
Depends who I run into.
Get over to the station and find a way inside. Because if that hacker was augmented, his neural hub might tell us who he was. Contact me when you've gotten a hold of it.
Acknowledge? Boss, what you're asking me to do, it's not exactly legal. Let's just acknowledge
You
it.
got it.
There we go, one more praxis point. Ready to go. So, this image was part of the announcement trailer, I believe, of Human Revolution. Although it was modified so it was actually me on the table, the character I'm playing as on the table. Man, these Roombas need to go back to their chargers. And how many do you need in a room? You only need one, really. Unless it's just a huge room. So we can go back this way. Can we go back this way? Nope. And you're just gonna have balls in your spheres in your office. That's a funky way to decorate. They have some funky style in these buildings, though. No lighting on the ceiling. Spheres. I did not like how it jumped into this cutscene, though. That was a little irritating to walk off the elevator and immediately be in the cutscene. Why couldn't they wait till I walk through the door at least and make it a bit smoother? This is the same thing. I don't know why I keep reading it. Athene. What is this? Athene Marigolds? Let's talk to her.
Adam, were you just speaking to David? I didn't know he'd finished his call. Is everything okay?
As well as can be expected.
Right, like I know what that means anymore. The phone's been ringing off the hook ever since Bill Taggart's little press conference this evening.
Taggart. Sarah was speaking about him when I walked in. What's the founder of the Humanity Front saying about us now?
Oh, he's all sincere this time, denouncing all the violence that's been committed against us, offering to come here in person to express his deepest sympathies.
Right. No wonder the boss seems grumpy.
Can you blame him? If it were up to Luddites like Taggart, you would have died on that operating table. The problem is, he knows how to play on people's fears.
Tampering with human biology can be pretty scary.
Tell that to all the war ants whose lives have been improved because of it. But if Taggart has his way, if he can sway popular opinion enough, then the United Nations will be forced to take a stand. Mark my words. That man is trouble.
Interesting. So we need to keep an eye out for any information about Taggart. I assume this is the men's bathroom then. Either that or it's a unisex bathroom. Like, well, I guess that would have to be straight up unisex. Wait a minute. There's 2 drains here. 3 drains here. That has some weird implications. Some rather weird implications. So we need to sneak into the visit the limb clinic and investigate the suicide, the guy in the morgue. And that's actually going to take quite a while to get into the police station. If I'm remembering correctly, I think it took quite a while. So we probably won't be taking recoil compensation. We will be taking punch through walls. What are some other things we'll want to take? Social enhancer, eventually. Analyze people and persuade them. I'll definitely want to take that. That would, if I was not already realizing I needed more space to carry things, I would have gotten the social enhancer first. Definitely want to work down the process of getting extra energy cells, and see how this system works, because I think in this system, if we get another energy cell, it will automatically charge up. Maybe. Just maybe. Hacking stealth we want to get. That's where I'm thinking we should get like 3 hacking stealths, 3 hacking fortifies, hacking analysis add-on. Maybe we'll even get that. Upgrade our capture. Be able to hack turrets. Be able to dominate robots. That's something I want to do. Of course, that will destroy the peaceful achievement if I do that. So if I get those, which I almost certainly will, then yeah, that means I won't ever get the peaceful achievement if I use it. Let's see, I don't think any of these are actually needed. Typhoon explosion systems, almost certainly we will get that at some point. Aim stabilizer, no. Jump enhancement, maybe. Sprint faster, probably not. Run silently, sprint silently, jump and land silently. I feel like we kind of need those if you were trying to do a full-on stealth run. Thermal armor, no. Not needed. Cloaking system, probably gonna get it, but not really needed. Icarus system, something we probably want eventually. If we get the reflex booster for multiple takedowns, that would be nice. Let's see. We could have a cooldown timer to see how long until they go back, or a flash suppressant, probably don't need either one of those. Smart visions to see through walls, that's something we probably do want. So there is...
Report to your office. Adam Jensen?
So they're telling me to go to my office here. Alright, let's find my office. Mine's the one on the inside of the 2nd floor, I believe.
I don't buy for a second he was with Purity first. I think someone slipped him into Savvy's room.
Am I on the wrong floor? Yeah, I am. It's up there.
Adam Jensen, please report to your office. Adam Jensen?
To my office we go. Who reports to their own office?
Hey, Jensen, glad to see ya. Damn it, now I sound like his
Interesting.
girlfriend or something.
It's the new Tim Corella. This guy apparently wants to talk to me, so let's talk to him.
Hey, Jensen. Man, it's good to see you. I'm glad you're back. How are you holding up?
I manage.
I'm sorry about Megan. I know it must be hard. For a while, we thought you were a goner, too. Everything's going to shit. The attack on HQ, and now this mess with the factory.
Yeah, tough times all around. How about you, Corella? You okay?
I don't know. I fucked up. I mean bad.
What happened?
Well, a couple of months ago, me and Tyndall, you know, one of Pritchard's techs, we started sneaking out some neuropozyne from one of the labs.
Jesus, Tim. You realize this could get you fired. Worse, arrested if the company chooses to prosecute. What were you thinking?
I know. It's complicated. I didn't want to do it at first, but there were good reasons. Anyway, now I want out, but Tyndall has security footage of me stealing the stuff and says he'll expose me if I ever stop helping him. I'm in a bad spot, Adam. I need that footage back. I know you're busy with everything that's going on right now, but I could really use your help.
Let's see. About quest details. Why steal neuropozyne?
Neuropozyne. What could you guys want with an anti-rejection drug for augmentation patients? Reselling it? Providing a competitor?
Why do you automatically assume I was trying to turn a profit?
How about Tyndall? Can't you reason with him?
You could try, but Tyndall's a pretty driven guy. I mean, the guy's like a rock. You need a Casey aug or something to crack him.
Casey?
Social enhancer. It's an augmentation designed to read people's reactions and behavioral patterns. Higher end series even allows you to directly influence people with pheromones or something.
Yeah, I wish I had one of those.
Pretty ballsy stealing a patented drug from a secure lab. How'd you manage to do it?
Both Tyndall and I worked the night shift every other week. I stashed the neuropozyne in a bag while he edited the security footage. Guess he kept part of it.
Tell me these quest details. And why should I care?
And I should care about this because...
Damn, Adam. Are you really going to shake me down like this? That's cold. I'm hurting here. Look, I may be able to get my hands on a weapon mod for you. Jeez, never thought I'd have to buy your help.
What is it exactly you need me to do?
I need you to get back that security footage Tyndall has on me. It's probably in his apartment. On his computer, maybe.
So what? I just look him up in the phone book?
His apartment is near Brooklyn Court. It might be tough to get in because his building has a large security gate protecting it.
Well, that's just great.
Hacking the security gate is possible, but would require advanced hacking skills. You might have to look around for an alternate path. Maybe use the fire escape or something.
Okay. So of course we're gonna accept. Why in the world would you decline? Well, if you were gonna play morally, but how could we really do that?
Alright. Tell me more.
Really? Wow. Thanks, Adam. I thought I was done for. The security footage will probably be on his apartment computer. Meet me in front of the subway station parking lot once you get a hold of it.
I got it from here.
Alright. So that's side mission 2. And in blue we see we have a side mission 2, we've missed side mission 1 apparently. Or haven't unlocked it yet. And then mission 5 and mission 6. So neuropozyne is the anti-rejection medicine that all augments have to take, and pretty soon I'll have to start taking it myself. I guess I'm just gonna walk out of this area. There's not really a lot more that I can do. we could talk to the secretary, receptionist again. Let's just see if she says anything different. It says receptionist
Hi,
now.
Adam. Great to see you back.
Nope. It's not even the same receptionist, I bet. I think they had a shift change because it doesn't say her name, and it did say her name before. Objectives activation. Yeah, we can figure that out. If we want to change our objectives and focus on the side mission things, we could do that, but I don't see a real reason to. We can look at our finished quest. Oh, I guess we did. That was a side quest. Interesting. And so, for the first time, we go into Detroit. Out in the actual Detroit streets. It's not as big as you would think.
Mrs. Reed?
Oh, Adam, I'm sorry you startled me. And please, call me Cassandra. You and Megan were together long enough. I was waiting for you.
Out here? Why not come meet me inside?
I don't know. I guess I'm just not ready. This is where you work, but to me, this is also the place where I lost my daughter.
That makes sense. Let's be sympathetic. I mean, you could play detached, or you could be empathetic. I mean, it's a weird choice of dialogue things, like you're gonna pretend you're a robot now because you have augments. Just be sympathetic.
It's never been the same for me either.
I guess it's not meant to be easy. It seems there's just no right way to deal with something like this. And I can't even begin to imagine how things have been for you after all you've been through.
Yeah. A lot of things changed 6 months ago.
I can't get over how much they've changed you. At first, I couldn't even believe you were still alive. How do you handle all of this?
Let's see. Resentful. I never asked for this. They did what they had to do to save me.
They did what they had to do to save me. And in a way, I can do more now than I ever could.
I'm glad to know you take it so well. Many of us wouldn't be able to cope so easily with such traumatic changes.
Can I ask why you wanted to see me?
Yes, of course. I'm sorry. I'm here about Megan. About what happened to her. Or rather, about the investigation into what happened.
What about it?
Well, simply put, I feel something is not quite right with the way the case was handled.
You think there was some foul play involved?
I do. Call it mother's intuition. But when speaking to some of the investigators, there were a lot of inconsistencies. And then I met this detective, a man called Chase. He agreed things weren't handled by the book, although he has no proof.
And now you want to find out more?
I'll never hear my daughter laugh again, Adam. I'll never get a call from her to ask how I've been, or have the chance to ask her about her day. She was stolen from me. However unjustified this all is, I still want to know why it happened. I can see why she loved you. Not even that degree of mechanical modification could change what she saw in you. Please, will you help me find out what really happened to her?
Of course. Should I expect... I'm gonna be greedy, I guess.
Should I expect some form of compensation for this?
Adam, you're serious, aren't you? My God, this isn't who you used to be. I thought a chance to know what really happened to Megan, what really happened to you, would have been enough. Would have been worth your time.
Interesting.
I never got a chance to investigate the attack myself. I'll look into it.
Thank you. This means the world to me, Adam. Really.
The first thing I'll need to do is meet with this detective, Chase.
Good. He works part-time as a security guard in an apartment building on Brooklyn Court. I'll be waiting for you in your apartment lobby once you're done.
Why does a detective need to work part-time as a security guard?
Oh, he retired soon after the case. I don't really know the details. Maybe he'll tell you more.
I'm on it.
So we're going to Brooklyn Court. Definitely. Again, we are in this weird situation where we got at least verbally punished for asking a very standard thing in video games, what my reward would be. Alright, so here's a police augment guy that at least has 2 regular arms. His arms don't look anything like mine though. Mine are top of the line.
Jensen, right? I've heard about you. Yeah, you were a good cop by most accounts. But you're lucky you got out.
Really?
Look at the force now. Our badges mean nothing. We've got no authority. Look at the force now.
Okay.
Our badges mean nothing. We've got no authority.
Cassandra Reed. Is that her just sitting there? Really?
Have you found anything? Please, I've got to know what really happened to Megan.
I think that's about it.
Okay, so haven't found anything yet. We can start searching these trash bins, which doesn't really isn't consistent, because we've been seeing a bunch of round trash bins that we could pick up, and now we can search them. They really needed to have decided which way they were going to go with this, whether they were going to have trash bins be searchable or pick upable or both, but not have 2 different types of them. So this whole artwork thing, and we're in Detroit, and it's possible that it is actually daytime right now because of just smog and such.
You believe it? We had the place surrounded, and we were ordered to hang back. Since when did we take orders from David Sarif?
Maybe there was some hazardous material they were worried about.
More like there was something illegal in there that they wanted the rent-a-cop to get rid of. We should have never let that guy in. No argument there.
I wonder if... No, we couldn't have gotten the police to come in any faster, really. Because it wasn't any action I was really taking that was holding them back. It was simply the boss doing it.
Listen, I got no time to waste on you.
That's exactly what you
Get
want
it.
to hear.
I don't have a dime or anything else to spare.
From random civilians, this is exactly what you want.
I'm sorry, I really can't talk right now, Mr. Jensen.
Just
I'm still in shock of what happened to Sarah.
just people telling you, look, you don't need to talk to me. I'm just here to be as a filler. Like, fill in space. Make things look more alive. Make the city feel alive. Newspaper dispenser. Okay. If I use it again, and we get a whole different newspaper. So each one of these newspapers is like randomly generating something. Hopefully that's not costing me money. That would really suck if that was. I would hope it would have warned me. And then storefronts. And then this is how Detroit just gets all blocked off, so it's a nice small area. It's just, oh yeah, there's no continuing. What's Deso? Slaves to Socks pre-show. Interesting. Are those bands? Future bands? Now with the jump enhancement, maybe I could get on top of that. But I seriously doubt I could get much higher. We're gonna see a lot of homeless people in Detroit, so that problem's not gonna be solved, apparently, according to this future story. Here's a level 3 hack, and
I got a right to live my life as I choose. And this little corner of the universe here,
Yes, ma'am.
Let's see. Yeah, there's nothing that you could jump up over here. And it's kind of limited on the heavy things because I can pick up big items now. But it's still kind of limited. I can't move this big thing or that big thing. Could potentially try to jump from there to there. I don't think that's gonna work. In a few places things like this will work, but only in the few places they want it to. Here's your internet telephones and fiber optic connected to the walls. People shopping, all these storefronts that it might be that they're making an actual statement here, that people just sit here and look at things for sale and can't actually afford them. So are they just playing a game or watching? What are they doing?
Hey, Adam, didn't see you there. You heading home for the evening, or does Mr. Seraph have you looking into something new?
So like all the civilians know me?
Adam, nice look you got going on there. You must be hitting the clubs tonight.
Interesting. All the people in front of the place seem to know me. Maybe I'm just a very popular man in Detroit. Let's see.
Welcome to the Detroit Automated Information Network, including directory assistance.
So here's Seraph Industries. Here's the limb clinic. Here's the convention center. Here's the police system. Here's the Chiron building and Derelict Row. So this city, instead of being like a sprawling area, it is really more just like a slightly bigger than one level area. Here's the apartment buildings we need to get in. Here's the police station we need to get in. Eventually we'll get into those two buildings too. Part of the problem here is I'm playing too thoroughly. I have said this before, but it is definitely the case. I need to just find a store where I can sell some stuff, get some money, use that money to get some more praxis kits. Then once I have some more praxis kits, start getting like stealth hacking up and hacking ability up to the point where I can actually accomplish a successful stealth on something more than a level 1 or 2. What is this? What is this thing? I have no idea what this is, what they're paying for buying here. Is it a pay phone on the side of a bus stop? Oh, here's a bus stop. Or are they paying for light? Here's a good thing. Have somebody who's homeless digging through the trash and pulling out a hot dog and eating it. Why not? Every now and then. Yeah. What really gets me is that hot dog had mustard on it still. Another section shut off. There's an actual storyline reason why all of the city is segmented. They explain it over here, that you have to basically go through a security checkpoint in the subways, I believe, to kind of keep riots from happening and things. such as that. And I can jump up here for whatever those are worth. I love the ability to jump. You need it in a game. Doesn't mean you have to actually be able to do much with it. You can do things like this, but also potentially break your game by jumping in crazy ways that the game isn't expecting. Okay. This is the way we want to go. Over here on the limb clinic is the main thing, but let's do the side quest first. Actually, let's not do anything more at all. We will start next episode right here because we are done with this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment if you want to, and watch every second of my videos. All that helps out. If you want to support me, you can click on my name, Rydo. On the right will be a blue button that says support this channel. Click it and make a donation. If you want to friend or follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.